First up, news from Uttar Pradesh, where after Kanpur and Saharnpur, now bulldozer action in Prayagraj today. Demolitions are taking place at the home of the main accused, according to the police, in the Prayagraj violence. Javed Mohammed, a leader of the Welfare Party of India and a prominent face in the anti-CA protest, was named as a key conspirator by the UP police. And there you can see the bulldozers and the JCB machines at his home. In fact, a portion of the front of the house has been brought down. Let's go across to Alok Pandey for more. And Alok, despite criticism and people questioning this bulldozer action, the police in UP continuing with that action. And today, who they're calling the main conspirator in the Prayagraj violence case, his house is being demolished.
Well, yes, you are right. I want to start first by giving a bit of a background about what is happening and why it is happening. As we look at the shots, I've sent some more shots of the actual demolition, so we can also play that out when it is possible. So basically, Mohammed Javed, as you pointed out, is a politician with the Welfare Party. Now, the police are calling him the mastermind, quote-unquote, of this protest that took place on Friday after prayers in Prayagraj that went on for 4-5 hours, and we saw how there was stone pelting, tear gas, etc., etc. So we did see all of that, if you remember. Now, in the FIR that the police has filed, in one of the FIRs that is filed, Mohammed Javed is actually, his name is at 37th as the accused, and yet the police are saying that he is the quote-unquote mastermind, and there could be more masterminds. That's number one. Now, also important for us to see how and why this demolition is taking place in Prayagraj specifically. Now, many would wonder how something like this can happen and how the government will justify something like this. Of course, we all know that the directions are coming from the very top because Yogi Adityanath himself is saying that bulldozer action has to continue, and that's why you're seeing what you're seeing on your screens right now. Now, in this case, in the case of Mr. Mohammed Javed, what happened was that yesterday late night, a notice was pasted outside his house, Gargi, by the Allahabad Development Authority. Now, very interesting to see what this notice is saying. It says that the ground and first floors of this house that you see on your screens right now were constructed without permission. And this notice claims that an earlier notice was served to Javed on the 10th of May, asking him to appear for a hearing in 2 weeks. This notice further says that no one turned up in this 2-week time, and so a demolition order was passed on the 25th of May. And now it says, the notice further says that we asked you to voluntarily demolish the house by the 9th of June. And because this is not done, you have to vacate the house by today, which is Sunday, 11 a.m., or we will demolish the house. So this is the background, but you can see it's very convenient, isn't it, Gargi? That all of this notice pasted, and essentially you have no way to immediately disprove it, right? Because you have to get those records, access, somebody in the family has to dispute it. But at the moment, given what is happening, it's very difficult to dispute it. And the action is going ahead.
And even the fact that Javed Mohammed is being considered the main conspirator, this is something, again, the UP police is claiming, the Prayagraj police is claiming there right now. So, and just for our viewers, when there is such an allegation, it has to go through the normal course of the law. They have to get all their evidence presented in court. A charge sheet needs to be filed. And then one can imagine someone is a main accused in any violence that breaks out, isn't it, Alok?
Well, you're absolutely right. I think the only thing one can say is that perhaps in UP we are long past those procedures. Even if you remember during the CAA violence, the protest against the anti-citizenship law, if you remember that point of time, a lot of properties were confiscated. And then later the Supreme Court, on a technicality, but it said that, look, what you're doing is not right. So you have to, basically rework your style of working. But in this case, these bulldozers, you see what is happening here is that what the government is doing and what the police and the municipal authorities are doing is that they appear to be taking these swift actions based on directions. I don't want to call it whims and fancies, based on the directions from the very top, which is the Chief Minister, Mr. Yogi Adityanath. Now, because he says bulldozer chal raha hai, so isliye bulldozer chal raha hai. Now they are finding ways to work around the legalities and the formalities. For instance, why I spoke at length about this notice is because you look at the dates in that notice and you wonder how this happened so conveniently and the violence has broken out and now the home has been demolished. That's number one. That said, I think it is also important for us to remember that the administration on Friday had a very tough time in actually controlling what happened. And we did see those visuals that we saw on that day. And there was stone pelting and, it went on for 4 or 5 hours. So it is very important to also investigate who was behind this, because it really could not have been spontaneous. And the police are saying that they are investigating and that they will bring everyone to book, and they have arrested a host of people. Now, they say that this man, Mohammed Javed, is the mastermind, and they say that he's the one who actually circulated WhatsApp messages asking for a protest and a congregation after 5 years, which was not allowed. And that is why these people all of those people congregated, and then the violence happened. The police has even gone ahead to say that this man's daughter, who is a student of the Jawaharlal Nehru University, according to the police, is also involved, and they may also question her or even arrest her. That's number 2. But what is happening on your screens right now is what you see. Yesterday in Saharnpur, you saw the homes of 2 of the accused there, because there was unrest in Saharnpur too after the Friday prayers, and you saw that their homes were also razed. And today you have the same action in Prayagraj, and I suspect that this is going to continue. This may not be the only home that is taken down. I don't know if the whole home will be taken down, Gargi, but whatever demolition is happening, this may not be the end of it.